Hola.
Hola.
¿Qué pasa, Luija?
Hasta luego, Juan.
Luija.
Hombre, Juan, ¿qué pasa,
tal,
tronco?
macho?
¿Qué tal, tío? ¿Todo
Ahí
bien?
vamos, ¿todo bien? ¿Y la familia?
Bien, gracias. Todo muy bien. ¿Y vosotros bien?
Sí, vamos bien.
Me alegro.
Venga, macho.
Venga, nos vemos.
Cuídate.
Hasta luego.
Welcome to Real Spanish con Juan y Luisa. ¡Vámonos!
Welcome my friends to our new channel, aimed to teach you Spanish through English.
Okay, this is Juan. I'm Luija. We are Spanish teachers. As you can see, we also speak English, so we are going to teach you this language through English. Okay, this course you will find several sections. For instance, we have sections about a subject, for instance, a verb or something. Then we have sections of vocabulary, phonetica, phonics. We are going to learn every single phonic in Spanish. Then we have double meaning. Juan, what's doble sentido section? Can you explain it to us?
Okay, in our section double meaning, we are always gonna tell you a sentence in English in which translation you will find a Spanish word with double meaning. So one word and two meanings.
Interesting. Like for instance in English, can you see the sea? For instance. Okay. And then in every unit we have the last part, last section that is called Spanish de la calle, Español de la calle, where you are going to learn what, Juan?
You're going to learn expressions that we use in a colloquial way. So let's say in the street or with your family, friends.
Yeah, there are many of them. Okay, we are going to have three levels. Beginner level, this one, para principiantes. Intermedio, intermediate level. And then advanced levels. Okay? We recommend that as it's a language, if you're starting from the scratch, for this is your level, the most suitable for you. But if you know a bit of Spanish, don't underestimate this level, because you may learn many things that you think you know, but you don't really know. Juan?
And I would recommend everyone to start from the first lesson, because you might think that you know, but you're always missing something important.
Correct.
So let's start from the beginning, because if you watch every of our videos, we guarantee you that you're gonna speak Spanish.
But remember, it's not enough to just watch the video.
Obviously, you have to practice, you have to put a lot of effort. It's not only watching us, then you have to...
It's not enough.
You know, you have
This
to
is kind of a support for you. It's like holding your hand and showing the way to Spanish, but then you have to spend time on listening to Spanish, on reading, on watching these videos maybe twice, 3 times, 4 times, and important. Always say everything aloud, because if you don't listen to yourself, you're never managing the language, okay? This is something, when I learned English, one of the most important points was speak aloud, always, aloud, listen to yourself. So we hope you like this course. So, Juan, what if we start the first class?
Let's dive into it.
Saludos y despedidas.
Okay, this first class going to talk about greetings.
We're gonna talk about greetings, ways of saying hi, hola.
Okay.
We're
So,
gonna,
for instance, Juan, when you just know someone, but you don't expect to talk to this person, normally it's far, how do you say? Normally, the common one.
okay, just to be nice, I would say hola
Hola.
to my
This is,
neighbor.
it's like hello, okay? Or hi. Then, you're going to talk to this person. How would you say this?
¿Qué tal?
¿Qué tal? Normally this, hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal is like, I'm expecting you to
Engage in the
engage.
conversation.
¿Qué tal? Pues, pues bien. okay, or whatever. Or you can also say, if it's more informal, to your friends, Juan,
¿Qué pasa?
this is something common. Hey, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa, chicos?
When you join your friends or something like that, ¿qué pasa? Okay, then the other way to say in the morning, for instance, greetings, when you wake up and you go to your job, for instance,
Buenos días,
buenos días, or in the evening,
buenas tardes,
or at night.
buenas noches.
Vale. In English, good night is just bye-bye. Good night. In Spanish, is a greeting. If it's at night, imagine, and you go home, or you find someone, hey, buenas noches, buenas noches. It's also to say goodbye, eh? Spanish, it works both ways. But remember, buenas noches is also greeting in Spanish. Bueno, también podemos decir buenas, de una manera, o ¿qué hay? ¿Qué hay? We'll see what this I means, okay? But these are all the ways to say hello to someone. Okay, Juan, now let's see the way we respond to these greetings. If someone says, hola Juan, ¿qué tal?
Bien.
Bien. Or, bueno, no me puedo quejar. I can't complain. O,
Ahí vamos.
ahí vamos, tirando, hanging in there. Hanging in there means, va tirando, bien, va, ahí vamos. Or maybe, if the other person says, no muy bien, Juan. Ya in this case you will say, ¿y qué pasa? What's wrong? ¿Qué pasa? No, mira, whatever. Okay, so this is, the normal one is, bien, 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 todo bien. Okay, now let's learn how to say goodbye. It's not yet time to say goodbye, eh? Wait. So, the common one, Juan, is
Adiós.
adiós, bye bye. Or you can also say, hasta luego. What? Hasta luego. Say what? Juan,
Hasta luego.
what's this?
Okay,
Hasta luego.
this is how we usually shorten hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta
Yes.
luego.
We say hasta luego.
Depending.
It's like when in English it's up or what's up.
But
Kind of.
I think we won't recommend you to say it like that, right?
It doesn't sound natural.
Hasta luego.
Yes, say just hasta luego. And you will hear this hasta luego in some regions in Spain. But this counts as hasta luego. Okay?
Even hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Bien. Then we have this nos vemos. See ya.
Sí, ya.
Nos vemos.
Nos,
O see you next time.
nos vemos a la próxima.
O la próxima semana. Te veo la próxima semana. I see you next week, next month. Okay? Bien. Or just hasta mañana.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
¿Sabes presentarte en español?
Well, Juan, what we are going to do this
Now
part?
we're gonna have a look at presentaciones.
Okay, so how to introduce yourself. Okay, what's the most common way to say, hello, my name is Juan, for instance.
Hola, me llamo Juan.
Me llamo Juan. Or sometimes it's a bit informal. Oye, ¿cómo te llamas? Yo soy Luija, o soy Pedro, o just Pedro. ¿Cómo te llamas? Pedro. This is a bit informal, eh? If you go to a job interview, for instance, pues normal. Hola, me llamo Juan y tengo 20 años o 40. ¿Ok? Bien, luego también, how would you ask the other person's name in Spanish?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas? What if you're going to talk to elderly people or someone that is a boss or something like that?
¿Cómo se llama usted?
¿Cómo se llama usted? Usted, we say it along the course, this is the formal way to say tú, okay, you. Well, and there's another way to say ¿cuál es tu nombre? But it's less common. You may say ¿cuál es tu nombre? Like in English, what's your name? But in this case we say ¿cómo te llamas? How are you called? Or how are you named? Yeah,
The
would
most
be
common one.
the most common.
Pronombres personales.
Bueno, let's learn pronombres personales in Spanish.
Okay, to say I in Spanish is yo.
Yo.
Okay.
Tú is you. Tú.
Él is he.
And ella is she.
Okay. Nosotros, we.
Vosotros, you guys.
Yes,
You
or you.
in plural.
In plural. There's
You
a
in
difference
plural.
between tú and vosotros. And third person in plural, they. In Spanish is ellos. Okay? So, know the way they work because you're going to use them a lot.
Aprendamos fonética española.
Okay, this section, Fonética Española, we are going to learn one sound in Spanish. Hoy en nuestra parte de fonética vamos a aprender la primera letra del abecedario. First letter is A. It's not A, like in English, it's A. Okay? For instance, we have alto. Yo soy muy alto.
Alemán. Mi cuñado es alemán.
Azul. It's blue. Mi camiseta no es azul.
Antes, which means before. Antes jugaba al fútbol.
Árbol. Me gusta mucho este árbol.
Agosto. Estamos en agosto y hace un calor.
Artista. Yo no soy un artista, pero intento serlo.
Atún. Dame una lata de atún.
Alemania. Alemania es un país de Europa. Germany.
Amarillo. El coche es amarillo.
Just, doble sentido.
Okay, amigos, I'm going to explain to you what you should do in this exercise. Every lesson in doble sentido, we are going to give you a sentence in English in which translation you will find a Spanish word with double meaning. So you will find this word twice in the sentence.
Okay. Interesting.
In this way, you're gonna learn a lot.
Yeah. This is another fun way to learn vocabulary. Okay, let's see.
The first challenge for you,
Okay. I don't think it's too difficult for you, so let's begin with this single
you want me
sentence.
to tell them the
Yeah,
sentence?
if you want to.
There's an envelope on the table.
There's an envelope on the table. Okay? So, guess the word, but you didn't know this. You won't know the answer in this class.
You will know it.
Next class we are going to start with this.
So what you have
exercise.
to do, you have to write down the answer in the comments.
Okay? So,
And
because
we will have a look.
we would appreciate your feedback. Okay? And besides, we want you to, let's say, criticize
Interact.
this course. Okay? If there's something you don't like, try to let us know, because we are always willing to.
Let's stay in touch and let's interact. That's the main aim of this channel.
Correct.
Spanish
de la calle.
¿Qué tal, Luija? ¿Cómo va la cosa?
Bueno, ahí ando, tío, que estoy un poco decepcionado.
¿Por qué?
Porque estoy intentando aprender alemán, pero es muy difícil, tío, y no sé si tirar la toalla ya, ¿eh?
¿Y no estudias?
Bueno, tampoco, no, la verdad es que no tengo mucho tiempo y encima muy difícil y no.
Claro, es que quien algo quiere algo le cuesta.
Quien algo quiere algo le cuesta. Okay, this expression in English means no pain, no gain. It means if you wanna achieve something in your life that
It
is
will cost
difficult,
something.
claro, if you don't make an effort, if you just sit down and think that everything is going to reach you through waves or something like that, but you know that doesn't work. This is the objective. I want you to set your mind on Spanish and say no pain, no gain. Quien algo quiere, algo le cuesta.
Just watch our videos, we're gonna teach you, but after you have to practice as much as possible. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, listen to the people on the street,
Everything.
and just try to talk, because also to speak a language properly, first you have to speak it badly.
Yeah.
First you have to speak it badly, so don't be shy. Give it a try.
Don't worry. So, hope you like this first class, and if you do so, click on the next video and watch second class, okay? So, see you around.
We have a lot more for you. Take care.
Bye.